this week's discussion of culture, I chose the tradition of the Festival of Iemanjá. This happens in Brazil, and dependent on where you are in Brazil, it can happen either January 1st or February 2nd, according to thefreedictionary.com. Now, this is a New Year's festivity, which is the reason why it happens at the beginning of the year. And the only reason why it's different in dates is because of regional differences. Now, this is a product of two Brazilian religions, and that would be Candomblé and Umbanda, according to Vice 2018. And the history behind these two religions and why they are in Brazil is due to the slave trade. So these two religions come from Africa, and those Afro-Brazilians that are now in Brazil retain their original religion, and that consists of Iemanjá. There's conflict between these religions as well as Catholicism, because Catholics tried to convert the slaves into Catholicism. But whenever, upon learning about Catholicism, they saw that the Virgin Mary was very comparable to Iemanjá. The Catholic Church doesn't really approve of this tradition just because they don't approve of the mixing of the two religions. And so it strictly remains as a Candomblé and Umbanda holiday. Now, it isn't strictly a public holiday either, but according to CGTN America's Now, 2012, the interviewer claims that you would be surprised because it's such a grand scale. Hundreds of people flock to the beaches at 6 a.m. in the morning, and they go to praise and love Iemanjá. Now, what is Iemanjá? Iemanjá is the goddess of the sea, and she is also a goddess of navigation and protector of sailors. And in the CGTN America's Now interview, they can claim that Iemanjá is more like the Mother Nature, and her symbolism is the ocean. And so at 6 a.m. in the morning, people would usually flock to the beaches, and they would bring their offerings. And along with their offerings would be a beautiful statue of Iemanjá, who's this beautiful woman in blue to symbolize the ocean. And her offerings usually consist of flowers, perfumes, and food and wine. And even in the CGTN America's Now interview, some people claim that there's gold. So these people come to the beaches and they offer their gifts to Iemanjá, and they send them into the ocean. Or they can leave them on the beaches and surround them in candles. While on the beaches, as this is a day-long festivity, people will go there and dance and sing and praise Iemanjá. So there will usually be little parades of decorative tapestries and people in decorative, along with their boats that they're offering. A big common staple is that women will wear white, and white is usually the symbol of fertility, and so it's another offering up to Iemanjá. And so these women will go along the beaches and they'll dance and sing for Iemanjá. This is a really important and incredible topic for me to talk about, because it's intriguing to know that this religion is happening in the midst of Catholicism, and since Spain conquered a lot of countries and converted them to Catholicism, it's really neat to see that Afro-Brazilians have retained their culture and rejected the previous tried to convert them. And so to me, it's a great symbol of passion and power, and so that's why I found it was really interesting, and I hope you guys did too. Thank you.